It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, Showtime, it's the weekend. What's happening, everybody? Geno Jones, Showtime. Bam, you see the name behind me. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That is my new normal start time. For almost 5 years, we came on 6:30 Eastern time. Now, 7:30 Eastern time, 6:30 if you are on Central time, up in Chicago, maybe down in Memphis, where my main man, R&B legend icon Larry Dodson, original lead singer for the Barcades, I affectionately refer to him as his uncle. He will be coming on. He's got a lot of big things that's happening for 2026. He is doing his. I am not mad at him, not at all. What's the song? Age ain't nothing but a number, because he is, man, he has got the blueprint, for his nephew doing his thing. But we're gonna talk about all that. Tell everybody to subscribe to the channel. Hey, don't forget, everybody watching me live, the show is interactive. If you're watching me live, what does that mean? That means that if you got a question or comment for me, you want me to shout you out, maybe you're at work, shout you out at the airport, you're at your gate waiting on a flight, maybe you're in a laundromat, go old school. Everybody don't have a washer and dryer at home, so maybe you're in the laundromat doing laundry, waiting for them clothes to dry. I used to hate that as a kid. My mom, we had that little wire basket on those Saturdays. I used to hate it. And I'm the oldest and the only boy, and I had to take my little sister, both of them. And, I'm doing most of the work. Oh, I guess I should see a therapist, huh? I didn't realize that trauma was there, that laundry trauma from when I was a kid. But anyway, I digress. So wherever you're watching the show, you want me to shout you out. Maybe you're celebrating a birthday, anniversary, whatever you were celebrating you. You found love, that you got a new man, a woman. Or maybe you had a lousy one and you got rid of that lousy lover, mate, dude, woman, whatever it is. Reach out to us, jump in the chat room, say hi, and we will definitely shout you out if you got a question for me or for my guest today. He's family, and I guess he's family. So, by the way, it is so important that we support Black-owned media. Speaking of supporting Black-owned media, the Geno Jones Show brought to you by CojoLLC.com, CojoLLC.com. Courtney Johnson, if you're looking to buy or sell a home anywhere in the Carolinas, South Carolina, North Carolina, hit my girl Courtney Johnson up. She'll be back. Courtney's Corner returns next Wednesday. She said, gee, I will be there. But anyway, if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, first home, a starter home, first home, second home, dream home, last home, you want to downsize or whatever, maybe you want to buy a house where you rent it out for income property, reach out to Courtney, 843-543-4022, 843 area code 543-4022. Please tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. We are 56 new subscribers away from becoming a YouTube partner, which is great news for my channel and my media company, because we'll start to get some income. We'll start to get some money from YouTube for all the great subscribers and all my great viewers and all the clicks and likes. So be sure to leave your comments in the comment section. Be sure to click that thumbs up, because all that helps. All that will help me make more money right here on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. By the way, it is important, so important, we support Black-owned media in every form. So there's no donation, there's no financial gift or support that's too small or too large. But I cannot stress how important it is, especially in this time. In these times we are living in, we gotta have Black-owned media. We gotta support all of our Black-owned institutions, because we are all we got. But you know what? We are all we need. And we got everything we need. We don't even have to mess with the folks. The DEI folks, the anti-DEI folks, we're good with that. We're going to anti-DEI everything. Our money, the NBA, the NFL, college football, the SEC, the Big 10, Big 12, ACC, all of it. We're going to anti-DEI entertainment. Jay-Z should, when we got Bad Bunny, anti-DEI the damn Super Bowl halftime show. We'll see how that works out for you. Ask Target. Anyway, to support Black-owned media, to support the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, and my media company, Geno Media, you can Zelle or Cash App. So no amount's too small or too large. Too small or too large. So you can use my email address at Zelle, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell my name. It's a Gmail account, real simple, all one word, Geno Jones Show at Gmail, or you can Cash App, $ Dad G Jones, all one word, $ capital D, lowercase a d, capital G, capital J, lowercase O-N-E-S. All right, we are celebrating the 5-year anniversary of the Geno Jones Show. October 1st, officially, this show turned 5 years old, a 5-year celebration, and there's so many people. Like from day one, I started off with 0 subscribers and 1 person watching me, which is, she's watching me right now. Just jumped in the chat room, is my mother, Mary Dixon, who I'm just eternally grateful for. Everybody else is, I know I got other people watching right now. Y'all jump in the chat room so we can shout you out on camera. But so from the first official show, October 1st, 2020, like that was, COVID was just really it was just really going crazy. I mean, it started off crazy in March, but by October, it was just, it was horrible. We started off home studio. Here I am 5 years later. The show has grown, nearly 1,000 new subscribers, some great guests, so many people that's contributed to the show. On October 1st, I had Keela Carson. She was my original guest co-host, and some other people, Sean Mitchell, who's one of my legal experts, who's one of my very early supporters, contributors, part of the Geno Jones Show family. But this man I want to bring on camera, he is an R&B legend, R&B icon, the iconic legendary band, the Barcades. He is like their legendary original lead singer. Then he went solo doing his thing. He's had some hits in the last 4 or 5 years. As a matter of fact, they were big on radio. You saw the videos here. As a matter of fact, he's an actor. Look out, Al Pacino, and look out, we got a whole new Godfather, Fred Williamson. We may have a new black Godfather. Instead of the Godfather of Harlem, we had the Godfather of either South or North Memphis. And he's got some movies, and he's going to tell us about some tours that he is going to be going on in 2026. More important, he was one of the very first entertainers, celebrities to come on the show. And when I reached out to him, he was like, nephew, I'm always, man, I'm going to support you. I had the honor to meet this brother over 20 years ago. So I was in Memphis in 1998, and I was there from 1997, 98 to 2005. And really got a chance to get to know him. So I'm so honored that he's just embraced me like family. So I wanted to bring him on because I wanted to thank him personally. I wanted to thank him on camera in front of everybody. And there he is, always swagged out, man. Like I said, when I grew up, I want to have that swag that you got, ladies and gentlemen. The one, the only, the legendary, iconic Larry Dodson. What's happening, Unc?
I'm good, nephew. You all right?
I'm great, man. Hey, listen, when we
looking
together,
good. You're looking good, partner.
Hey, you look at. So are you? Well, come on, man. I gotta. You set the pace. You set the example. I gotta make sure my game is tight when I see you. I'm like, all right, Unc is tight. That's inspiration. Nephew can't come slacking. I gotta come right there.
You represent Geno. You represent G. You're all right.
Man.
You're all right.
Listen, from the top. I'm thanking you, man, and I know we talk a lot about it off camera, but I want to do this on camera for everybody that's watching me live or that's watching this episode over the weekend or whenever they get to watch the recorded version. You were one of the very first people that I reached out to. You know, there was, and I'm not mad at nobody, because I did got a lot of support. I had, shout out to Mr. Big, Ronald Isley, him and Ernie Isley came on.
Yeah.
My man Lenny Williams came on. So many, other old school artists, and Melvin Riley from Ready for the World, and then a ton of a lot of the new school kids, my man October London, who sounds so much like Marvin Gaye and Lettucey, and
Mm.
Kenny Lattimore and Howard Hewitt, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. They were right after you, but you were like one of the very first big gets that I got. And actually, because you came on a couple times, I think maybe
Correct,
three
correct.
times. I know at least 2 or 3 times. So I just want to thank you for believing in me and believing in my vision and seeing in me what I knew was here, having an opportunity to have a platform to where I could be the best version of myself because you understand, even though you're an entertainer, you've been dealing with radio stations and their management all your career. So a lot of
Absolutely.
times, especially for black people, I'm just going to keep it 1,000. We've had a few brothers and sisters that kind of broke through financially, but these colonizers, they really didn't want us to make big money. And they were gatekeepers. They did all they could to keep most of us down economically. A few folks broke through, but I knew I needed to create. I knew I had so much more to give than I was in a position to give. Even though I'm still having great success in radio, still got a #1 show on the #1 station. But I know there was so much more that the culture and the community needed, which is why I created this show. And you understood it, man. You got the vision, and you were 10 toes down, as the kids say, standing on business. So I want to tell you on camera, I cannot, and I talk and tell jokes for a living, but I cannot find the words to truly express to you how I feel, the level of appreciation, the gratitude, just the love and the honor. So I'm eternally grateful for you, Unc. And I'm anything that you got going on, I am 10 toes, 10
Oh, I already
fingers
know.
down with you, Unc. I love you and I appreciate you. So I wanted to say that to you on camera and let the world know
I
this is
appreciate it.
one of the brothers that was at the beginning. So this is 5 years, and that's a milestone because
Yeah, you made me proud though, man. You made me proud.
yeah,
You made a lot of people proud. And
well,
you've been a great voice. You've used your platform for some meaningful stuff, man. Uh, beyond the norm. You've been a mouthpiece for those I know who don't have a platform, who wish they did, and you've emulated a lot of good stuff, and you've made a difference.
well,
Truthfully, you've made a difference, and you've got the personality for it. You're a talking box, so that ain't nothing, that ain't hard. That ain't hard for you to do. But you've talked about some very interesting and very necessary stuff, and that's great.
I appreciate it, man. All
That's
right,
great.
well,
I know how
listen,
tough radio is. I did it for 2 years, a couple of
yes,
years. Yeah, for
yes,
2 years, and I had no intentions of doing. They just needed a celebrity, and I said, well, I'll do one Saturday a week, and I did. But you know what? I found it to be probably just what you did, a platform to not just play music, but to talk about it, give some backstories from my history with these artists, and then from time to time really drop some nuggets in everybody's spirits too.
yes,
It's
yes.
a very, very interesting platform. You've done well, Geno.
Hey, listen, it came to me in real time.
Mm-hmm.
The spirit puts a lot of stuff on my heart and my spirit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of this craziness going on, man, with ICE and National Guards in a lot of cities. I know, my birthplace, hometown, Chicago. They've had to deal with it, and we saw a crazy
Mm-hmm.
incident that was on the south side of Chicago in the South Shore neighborhood where that raid, that siege happened several years ago. My mother lived about a block and a half from that. It was a huge apartment complex.
Wow, wow.
But I know there's been some craziness in Memphis. So how you brothers and sisters doing, man? Is everybody okay?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Gino. Yeah, we got trouble here, but we get a lot of bad rap. It's not as bad as as it's put on to be. But I've lived here all my life. My wife and I've been married 55 years. I made Memphis my home. Could have lived anywhere, but I found that Memphis is a great town, great people. We're a city where everybody says hello, and that's something that's really hard to find in a lot of cities. But getting to your point, Yeah, things are bad here. Not to the point where we need no troops and stuff in here.
Yeah, and that was my
We
thing.
don't need that.
Yeah, I just want to be clear. My concern was, I'm not concerned about the people. I know how the media distorts shit. Listen, I
Sure.
was born in Chicago. They didn't, you would think the minute you stick your head out the window, you getting shot, which is bullshit. So they try to
Correct.
slap, but the media has an agenda. That's a whole different thing. You know about it. Everybody watching this show heard me talk about it, but I wanted to just get the truth and know how is the community, how is the culture, how are the brothers and sisters, how they navigate in that situation, with the ICE agents and the National Guards, because that's my concern. My concern is the people. All that other nonsense and bullshit, my concern is that my brothers and sisters and family
We're doing okay. I'm telling you, we're
okay.
doing okay. Memphis had a lot of tragedy over the years. Unfortunately, it was a place where Martin Luther King was
Yes,
killed,
man. Thank you.
riots as there were in other cities. But we rise to the top here. We're a big little city, so to speak. We're not Atlanta, but we ain't Little Rock, if that makes any
He
sense.
said we a big little city.
But
Yeah, I know
we're
what you
doing
mean.
okay. We're playing with the hand that's dealt us, and we are informative people here in Memphis. We are caring people in Memphis, and we always say all we got is us here,
Yeah,
and we look after one another here. So and we love the Lord.
yeah.
So that's the most important thing here.
Man, say
Christ
that.
is big in Memphis, Tennessee,
Say
man.
that. That's right. Like
Yes, sir.
this has been one of my main mantras since I started. I've been telling everybody. I said, listen, it's clear now. America has basically said to black folks, we're gonna give you our ass to kiss. Okay, fine. We didn't really want to mess with you, but my focus is us as a culture and as a community, and for those who lean into humanity, who are part of the human race, you can embrace all this because we are about humanity. We are just not hateful people. I've been saying for years, Unc. I said, if Black Americans, if our ancestors, our grandparents and great grandparents and great grandparents, if they were really vengeful, this country wouldn't even exist. It would have
That's
it would have
very true.
imploded 100 years ago.
That's not who we are, though.
That's
That's not
not
who
our
we are.
spirit. No,
No, it's
just
not.
leave
No,
us
it's not.
alone. We're not bothering you. We don't even wish ill on you. We don't live your life. Just leave
There
us
you go.
alone. Let us, because we're all
Let
we
us
got.
be.
But we got we're all, I say, we are all we got, but we are all we need, and we got everything we need. Just don't come messing with
And you
us.
know what? And not to cut you off, Gina, but it's not our fault that we excel in everything that we do. We are just that kind of people. So don't be hating on us because we are always rising to the top of things. If you want to keep us out of stuff, don't let us into stuff because we're gonna get into whatever we want to get into anyway. We're God's people, man.
And like
We
you
do
said
that.
a few minutes ago, Unc, when you pointed up, it's like what folks need to understand. We are God's children. So I mean,
Absolutely.
don't hate. Let's say don't hate the player. We didn't
Hate the
give
game.
ourselves these gifts and this ability to always excel. That's from the man above. So if you got a beef, take it up with him.
Take it up with him. I love that. Take it up with him.
Take it up with him. Listen, we're just children of God. We are just vessels. We are just
That's
the vessels
exactly
that God
right.
uses to be blessings to other people in whatever form in whatever gifts that whatever he runs, whatever talent or gift that he runs through us as those vessels to bless
Yes,
other
sir.
people. We just the vessel. So get
Yeah.
mad at the source. We're not the source.
There you go. And that's really the truth. I mean, those are really good nuggets. I mean, you mad at the wrong somebody. And we have come from a long time of struggling. We know what it is to have nothing in a lot of instances and acquire much. But it's not it's not our fault. We're those people. We are those chosen people, and that's scary to folks, man. To some
It is.
folks.
For those who may have just tuned in,
It's an itch they can't scratch.
yes, that's true. For those who may have just tuned in, it's a celebration of the 5-year anniversary, celebrating the Geno Jones Show. Turned 5 on October 1st. This is one of my very early supporters. You may recognize him, legendary, iconic R&B legend, original lead singer for the Bar-Kays. He's gone solo. He's had several solo hits in the last couple years, and he's got some other big stuff in terms of touring and acting. So we just gonna cut to it. But we got my man Larry Dodson that's on camera with me, as I affectionately refer to as Unc. Anybody else watching, if you got any question for Unc, as I call him, Larry Dodson, just say, hey, Geno, ask your Unc this or whatever. So the chat room is open, it's interactive. So, all right, so here we go. I'm going to go down the line. Let's talk about the music. Everything revolves around your music. So let's talk about your music. And I know you got some big, one, if not 2 tours, I think we talked about. So share that with everybody, with the viewers, what you got coming up for the end of this year. And really, 2026 is going to be like
2026. So, yeah, for those who don't know it, I own a tour called the Masters of Funk. A lot of people have seen it over the years. We started in 1999. It was started with Charlie Wilson, the Bar-Kays, SOS, the Daz Band, and Confunction. And we toured together. We play and sing. It's not a set change in the show. Don't ask me how that goes. You got to come see it. But there's no set change. It is a constant show. We play and sing with each other. It's probably the most rehearsed show on the road. But we're doing that. We start in Dallas next year. Dallas February 21st. The next stop will be Macon, Georgia, February 28th, and on and on and on. But that's a tour it's the Ohio Players, Confunction, Larry Dodson, the legendary voice of the Bar-Kays, the original Lakeside, Brick. Who am I leaving out? Did I say Confunction? 2 other acts, but okay. It's a power-packed show. And also I'm going to be doing another tour, which we started in March. I can't give you too much on that one. It's kind of still under wraps, but it's going to probably be the legends of soul and R&B. Okay. So it'll have folks like Bobby Rush and Lattimore and Shirley Brown and TK Soul and Lenny Williams and myself, of course. So I got a lot of stuff going on in 2026. I think it's going to be a remarkable year for us. As far as my personal music, I got a studio in my house and I'm getting the itch to really go up there a little bit more as the days go by. So look out for me in 2026. I got something brewing. Something is in my spirit now. And usually when it gets in my spirit, I have to go upstairs and put it on tape. How about that?
I love that. So I want to go back to the tour with the Ohio Players, the Legends of Funk. Did I get that name right?
The Masters of Funk. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. The Masters of Funk. So do you guys have like an itinerary yet for like all the stops? And can people
not yet? I know the first 2. No, I know the first 2 stops. We don't have all of the stops. We're still negotiating most of the year. We're not going to do the whole entire year, I don't think. But it just depends on how well things go. But I do know those 2 stops are that starts.
So the first 2 you said were
Dallas, Texas, February 21st, and Macon, Georgia, February 28th. That's the next week.
Okay. All right. Well, good deal.
But I'll have the list and I'll let you know.
Yeah, well, you just come back when you get the list and when you ready to make the announcement of the other tour. You know that this is home, man. You already know. You like, look, nephew, I need to come on because I want to make this announcement about this tour, this album. Now, cause I remembered, I wasn't that I forgot. It was just you triggered my memory, and you talked about you started this tour way 1999 back in '99, right?
'99, right.
With Uncle Charlie and
Confunction, Raouf and Mary, Daz Band.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we rehearsed here privately for a solid month. Nobody knew we were rehearsing here in Memphis, Tennessee. We got the show organized because, like I said, there's no set change, so we had to orchestrate that to perfection, and we did. And we started. Our first show was in Atlanta, Georgia, for KISS, and we toured for years, man.
I cannot wait. I can't
Oh
wait to
yeah,
see that.
Charlie got too big for us. His first goal. As a matter of fact, his first #1 record, he celebrated while
On
on
the
tour.
tour.
On the tour,
I
yeah,
think
yeah. So
was it There Goes My Lady? It was one of
no,
them?
it was oh, what was Charlie's first #1 record?
It's on.
It was a ballad, but of
Yeah,
course
it
it was a
was a
ballad.
ballad. I can hear it
It
in
was a
my
ballad. I
head.
can't think of the name of it, but it
Yeah,
was
because I know as a matter of fact, he had a date in Memphis and somewhere in Mississippi. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before they canceled his
they canceled the whole weekend.
yeah, they
It was
canceled.
it was Birmingham, some part of Mississippi, and Memphis.
Yeah, right. Because it was the FedEx Forum. I remember seeing
That's
this in the
right.
news story, and it was I think Meridian, Mississippi, and it was somewhere
Yeah.
else, and they
Yep.
moved
Yep.
it
Yep.
back
Yep. Yep.
to I think they said April 21st or something like that.
Yeah. They moved. They didn't cancel for good. They just moved it
Postponed it,
on
moved
to
it
the
back.
first
Okay.
first quarter of next year.
Yeah, and I
It
thought
was his last three stops.
okay.
It was his last three
So
stops. So that happens. That
yeah,
happens.
yeah. I mean, I didn't. I don't know if you had talked. My thing is, I'm just praying that he's good. It's like
Oh, he's good. He's
yeah.
good. I reached out for him. He's
Oh,
all right.
good. Okay, there we go.
That's the first thing I did. I reached out for him when I
Yeah.
heard the news.
Okay.
I was
Yeah. Well,
nervous that something was wrong
there
with
you
him.
go, ladies and gentlemen. Any of this other bullshit that you see on social media,
No,
okay,
Unc's good.
that's
Unc's
right.
good.
Unc is good, so we can
Yeah,
smile.
look, he real good.
I mean, all jokes aside, I mean, we have lost so many icons, man, and greats. Just this week alone, we lost D'Angelo. So rest in
Yeah,
power to him. I'm sure I know you, and I'm sure you all crossed paths because
we did.
he was a musician and an artist like you. I'm sure you maybe got some stories, a chance you got to work with him or meet the brother because he was a really deep brother.
He
And
was. He was. They kind of broke the mold when they made
yeah,
D'Angelo.
and as famous as he became, and then he became this sex symbol. People who I knew that really knew him or around him just talked about the conflict because that whole celebrity aspect of it.
He didn't care for that.
He
didn't care for that. He was reclusive.
He just loved doing the music. So speak to that.
Well, I didn't. D'Angelo was a very private person. We had a couple of dates in my career, and I didn't get to know him really well. I'm a big fan of his music, but I could tell from his spirit that, the things that some of the entertainers really live for, which is the fame, the glory, and the money stuff. He didn't seem to be moved by that. His music was what he lived for, and he took his time and he made good music, and he didn't make a lot of it.
Yes.
He took his time. He didn't spit those albums out year after year after year and get redundant. He made sure he didn't do that. And thus there was always a thirst for his music. He was a smart guy, very smart guy, private guy. He sort of reminded me of Sade. Sade is kind of the same.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, subtle, mysterious.
Mhm.
Sade stays out of the limelight.
Yeah.
She doesn't make an album all the time, but when it comes, it's very, very good, and she makes us wait for it.
Yes, it is worth the wait, no doubt, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Unc, you talked about a lot of times, and you've seen it all.
Mhm.
How sometimes people that get in the game for the, of course, as a kid, if you're young, you want to make money. You can buy your mom a house, your grandma a house.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people get caught up with the fame and kind of lose focus on the love. And I'm not saying each and everybody, but for the most part, people that when you're a kid, you love music. You grew up maybe singing in the church or singing on the street corner, or you grew up listening to some of your favorite singers that your mom or your dad or your grandparents, the aunts or uncles played in the house while you were cleaning the house up on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, yeah. Watch Soul Train.
Yeah, man. But you remain relevant to this day, decades later. And I guess this is like two parts to this. What is it that has kept you going in this love? Because just when we just talk about the music and everything, like you get this glow, man. That $1 million smile lights up, and you've got a love for the art and the craft, like you talked about with the tour, how you rehearsed, and that's not, I mean, especially with social media, you got these YouTube and internet stars, but you
Yeah.
really got the old school vibe. But if you want to see an entertainer, I'm telling you, you can find it on YouTube. I'm sure it's here, or Google, watch Stacks and look at the Barcades performance and watch a young Unk, Larry Dodson. Boy, he was fire. It is.
Oh my God. I call him that guy now. I refer to him in the third person. But you know what? You were about to ask probably how have I been, what's the secret to staying relevant
Yeah,
and
and
having
what is it? What's
a
what's
hit
the
in every
love?
decade.
How have you maintained that love? Just because you're not in it, I'm biased because we're so close, and I know you personally, so
Yeah.
I know it's not the fame for you at all. It's
Oh
just a
no.
love. So what sustains that, man? Please share that with everybody.
Initially, I joined the Barcades in 1970. Prior to that, they were an instrumental group who had their very first record while they were in high school with Soulfinger, a million seller, number one in practically every city, on every radio station. These guys, 14, 15 years old, walking around with pockets full of money. But I come from an era where we were fortunate enough to have a mentor who's a little older than we was, Alan Jones, who had worked with Isaac Hayes, and he taught us about show business. And it notice it's show business.
Yes.
He gave us both sides of it, and he instilled in us something that was far better than working for the game and the money. He made us understand music and what it does, and what a wonderful thing it is to be able to be on stage and make so many people happy, or so many people cry and be sad, remind them of where they were in the first time they fell in love. These are really big things, and we take that for granted. But through the years, and after he passed, well, he had taught us enough to instill in us the desire to just want to be good as and the best version of us, even when we didn't have a hit record. And we've had 20 top 10 records, we've had 30 albums, and that is a milestone. That's something that most acts have not lived through. We've been in business long enough to get our masters back, to and not be broke, in our final years. I've been married for 55 years to a wonderful woman. And that is probably one of the most proud of. We got married when we had nothing, 20 years old, high school sweethearts. We went to grammar school, high school, lived around the corner from each other, and we've been together since. Now we're business partners and best friends, and I love her more than I did when we first got married 55 years ago.
I got to follow up on that, because I'm listening, and I know that, and we've talked about it. But as you were talking, I'm listening, and my brain is saying, okay, wait a minute. Like you said, I'm talking about the young Larry Dodson, when the Barcades, that Watch Stacks,
Yeah, man.
like, and just that run, the mid late 70s, early 80s. I mean, just global stars, man. And at the same time, you were still young, and I don't know. Look, so you got 25 years. Me and Damaris have been this year marks 30 years. So you got 20. So I'm
It's
only.
one day at a time, Geno.
It's okay.
Don't
But
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
but
Long as far as you're going is from one room to the next.
that
You don't leave the
but
game.
just personally, I'm just being honest, Unc. That to me, I'm
Hmm.
not speaking for
Hmm.
anybody else, but that's got to
Hmm.
say a lot about your character and your commitment and your love to for this woman, and vice versa,
Sure.
because you were, come on, you were the front man for one of the most iconic bands, especially funk bands in music history, and all that
Absolutely.
comes with that, all the
Yes, sir.
celebrity and attention, and the attention from other women, and just for both of you all to navigate that. I got to commend you. I don't know what your
She's the
secret
glue.
was. Well, I
She's
don't
the
know how you
glue.
pulled that off, man. But I salute you, Unc.
Well, you know what? As time went on, we said if we ever got, if we could make it to 25 years, we would remarry, and we did, and we remarried, and we had 50 people in the wedding. And one, I remember sitting on the couch, looking at each other, saying, "What the hell are we doing? We already married. What are we doing?" But we just wanted to celebrate it because we said it when we started. If we got to, if we stayed, because nobody thought we was going to live. We didn't have anything. I was making $75 a week with the bar case, and I don't mind sharing that because big things always come from small beginnings. That's what I've always thought that. And but yeah, but being a family man, I have two kids, and it has kept me grounded. And I remember when we first got married, she says, "Now, what is that you do?" She said, and it was so naive, but we wasn't much to talk about. Even though the band had that #1 record, it was just like, "Now, what is that you say you do now?" It wasn't even about that. It was just about two folks in love, man, and that's where we are right now.
And
Yeah,
listening to you tell that story, that's part of the magic right there
yeah.
for you. I'm
Mm,
not speaking for you, but I
mm-hmm.
can what I hear, you can correct me, is for you, you realize that she was down for you. Like
Correct.
like the real Larry Dodson government name, not
Mm,
the front man, the superstar, because she wasn't even into that. She's like,
mm-mm,
"What are you
mm-mm,
doing?"
mm-mm,
So you knew
mm-mm.
that
Not at all.
she was for you, not for
Yeah, man.
what you had or what she thought you had or what you could get. None of that. She wasn't. And that's a blessing that God bless you with a woman, and you were smart enough not to screw it up. And you
Oh
said,
man, you better know it. You better know it. She's been the glue through the thick and thin. And I want to take a minute to kind of talk about my book that I wrote when I kind of took a hiatus a few
yes,
years
take as much
ago.
time as you want, man. Thank you for
Yeah,
bringing
yeah,
that up.
yeah. It's
Yes,
called it's called And the Band Plays On. I mean, here it is
there you
right
go.
here, and you can get it and wherever you get good books. And it's nobody else's garbage. It's my life story from the beginning, even before I joined the Barcades, and even to the day that I semi-retired and took a few years off before I became a solo artist and did my album and had great success to me coming back. It was only about 3 years because that was the biggest mistake I made in my life. I will share that with
Really?
you.
Why do you say that? Why
Because
was it a mistake
I
for you?
thought that I could leave it alone, and we have a special needs daughter. She's Down syndrome. Her name is Precious, and is a success story. She's been able to take care of herself. But with those things, one thing it did, it made us get out of the spotlight early in life and let the spotlight be on her. So
Yes.
it's never been about us. It's always been about her well-being. So we were gonna both retire and just not do nothing. But man, no, 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 no. I not only did I come back to the stage, and then it made me a little bit nervous because Rick died, Prince died,
Yes.
and I'm a funketeer, man. I'm that guy, and I don't mind saying that. I missed the craft, and the craft missed me.
Okay.
So I got back on the horse and I started riding again, and it showed me that it's in me. It ain't on me. It's
No,
in
it's in
me.
you, Unc.
It ain't on me. It's in me.
It's in your DNA. It's in your
Oh
bone
my
marrow,
God.
man. It is.
Look, I said, whatever happens to me, gonna happen to me on stage. I ain't never going away. And when I look at Smokey Robinson and Bobby Rush are my two favorite guys. These guys are 80 plus. And Bobby Rush is a good friend of mine. He's 92. And I see him and I see, oh my God, he still can jump straight up from just standing still
Wow.
like a 35-year-old. He's still touring and making more money than he ever made in his life.
Mm.
And those guys show me, man, that there is life on the stage if you still care for it. I love the business. I love show business. And that's why I have a record label, and my wife and I now kind of real estate tycoon, so to speak. You know, we dibble and dabble, and God's been good to us financially. Where when I left, I didn't have to come back. You know, but it ain't never about the money with me. The money will come. You take care of your craft will take care of
Yes.
you.
Say
For
that.
all you youngsters out there looking,
Yes.
and I would share this too for the younger folks. Love the craft, trust the Lord,
Mhm.
and if you stay on your knees, you'll never get tripped up. How about that?
I hope you all heard what Unc said. And as a matter of fact, Unc, I want you to say that again. I want y'all to grab this video because y'all will screenshot, clip this video and make this go viral. For all these young artists, here's some sage advice from a legend. Say that again, Unc. Close it
Love
off.
the craft, and the craft will love you. And you stay on your knees because if you stay on your knees, you will never ever get tripped up. And understand when I said stay on your knees, and you'll never ever get tripped up.
Love
How
that
about
craft. He said, love your craft,
love your
and the
craft,
craft will love you back.
and the craft will love you back. Absolutely, absolutely.
All right,
Don't
so
be shallow with that pen, right? Think about generational wealth, not just flavor of the day. Because as soon as you stop making them hits, you're gone. I still make money off of stuff I did 40 years ago.
wow.
That's generational wealth. My son will have money from stuff I did. And I ain't bragging. I'm just saying you that's the other side of the
Yes,
business.
that's the
That is
business.
there for you, for
That's
your
the
pick.
business.
That's the business part.
And they
How
don't.
about that?
A lot of folks don't want you to know the business because they want to benefit from the business. They just want you to be the show so they can have the business.
Right, yeah, I gotta remember that one. I gotta remember that one. You want you to be the
That's right.
show,
They
so they
want
can
you to
take
be
that
the show
advantage.
so they can be the business and get the
That's that
bag
size of it.
while
Yeah,
you
yes, sir.
struggling. Come on, man. Don't get me started. All right, look.
I
So,
already know, man.
but so I want to go back to your book. Can they go to your website? Because I'm sure they
Yeah,
can go to Amazon, but cut out the middleman. I ain't trying to get Jeff Bezos. He got enough money.
there
Can
you
they
go.
order it directly from your site or?
Yeah, go to my website,
Okay,
thelarrydotson.com, and you can purchase it right there, cheaper than you can in the
right.
bookstore.
Forget Bezos got enough money.
And I'll sign it. I'll sign it
Okay,
for a
good,
little bit
good.
more, for a few more
Do that
dollars.
because I gotta get a copy of that. I'm glad you mentioned that. But don't you, we ain't doing Jeff Bezos. We ain't none of that. It's a blackout. No, we anti DEI. We gonna anti DEI money.
Oh, I feel you, nephew. I don't even want to get you started.
That's right. Go straight to your website and give us the website address again, Unc.
It's thelarrydotson.com. You can follow me on Instagram and what is the other one? Instagram and Facebook on the real Larry Dotson.
Okay, good deal. Instagram.
Mhm.
You on Twitter or X?
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
same
All right.
thing.
Are
The
you on
Larry.
TikTok?
Yeah, I hear I
Okay,
am.
I know. Yeah, because I
My
know.
son takes care of my
I
social
know. I
media,
was gonna
but
say. I
yeah,
was
I
gonna say
am.
Junior. I know he got because
He got me
he a
buttoned up tight,
master of
man. He got
that.
me. Yeah, he got me buttoned up tight. Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah,
listen. Before I let you get out of here, let's
yeah.
talk about this movie career.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna tell you who has my role. Who Ice T has the role that I envisioned. That's what I wanted to do when I got into movies because Ice T was, if you notice, he's no different on camera than he
That's
is in real
true.
life. He didn't
No,
have to turn to be nothing.
which
I
is
mean, and he brought
amazing.
so much of character to that show. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And he's
That
been
was
on that
what I
show,
wanted
Life
to
in
do.
Order, for what 20 years? It seemed
Oh
like.
my God, yeah. And he never changed a thing.
No,
That's him.
that's him.
And
You're
that
right.
character added something to the show. And that's something. That's what I wanted to do. But so now I being in the Barcades kind of maybe shortchange my acting urge, and now I do age appropriate get age appropriate parts. I just finished a film called Fifth Step. It's a sequel to a movie I did 2 years ago. It's a very, very interesting movie. I play a mob boss who hires, trains assassins and to kill people. So I can tell you that much about
How
it. You know,
fun?
it's
I'm
a,
just curious because when you get it, I hear actors always talk about when they get a chance to play a different role or a role that people may not think that they would play. They talk about how fun it is to kind of just become somebody else. Did you have that experience? how fun? Because I mean, you were one of the most giving people. Now, you know, you ain't no punk. Don't mess with him now, because
Right.
you know, come on, Memphis, you will get that smoke. But you
But
always got that $1 million smile and a big heart. So how much was it fun?
I learned a lot. I had a very good director, Darius, and he guided me along the way because the character is not me at all. But I found out something about myself, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at. I did a film 2 years ago. It was a true story about a young black guy who was in the army. He accidentally killed his wife in an argument, but she was verbally abusive, and they had an autistic daughter. I had the role of one of his friends, but he was about, it was a true story, based on a true story. He was about to go to jail, but his autistic daughter came up in the very end. And I can't tell you, I'm giving too much of it away,
Well,
but
what's the name of the movie? You said it came out 2 years ago. What's the name of it?
it's his name. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I can't think of
Can
it.
can people go to your website and purchase it, or just search for it? I guess on Netflix or Hulu.
Search for on Netflix, and I'll give you that. I'm sorry, I can't. The
Don't
name.
worry
It
about
was
it. It's
his
okay.
name. It was his name.
It was
The Charlie Johnson story.
okay.
But that's what it was. It was based on a true story. I didn't have a big role in that one, but that film is out in the UK now. It'll be back. It'll be playing in the United States, and it's probably streaming somewhere. That's a good question. I got to remember what the name of it.
Okay.
But I do age appropriate stuff now. I have a film that I will be doing with Cuba Gooding Jr. coming up. We stopped filming for a minute until some of this hocus pocus Diddy stuff got going,
Yeah.
and when we'll resume filming for that. And the
And
band
so
will be
that's the movie where you play a mob boss that trains like
No,
hitmen.
the fifth step. That movie's called The Fifth Step.
All right. So
Fifth Step.
have you guys finished shooting that? And if so,
Oh
when?
yeah, I finished. I shot. Yeah, we stopped filming. We finished filming last Friday.
So how's it going to be released?
In the spring.
No,
In the
how is it
spring.
going to be? Is it going to be in
Oh,
theaters? They
it'll
make
play. It'll play in certain theaters, and it'll be on streaming networks.
Okay.
That's where most of the films go now, to
Right.
the Hulu's and the Netflix and stuff like that. That's become a very big
Right.
competition for big screens
So have you
now.
guys nailed down, I guess, which distribution deal with? Is it going to be Netflix or Hulu, Tubi, Amazon Prime?
Probably Hulu,
Okay.
probably Hulu and Netflix.
Okay.
That's what I don't handle that part, but
You're right.
that's
I just
probably
okay.
it'll be
I
on
didn't know
those
if you
heavy
already
stream.
knew. And what
Yeah,
is it
heavy
called? The
streaming
fifth
network.
what?
It's called Fifth Step.
The fifth
Fifth
step.
step, it has to do with AAA, and the fifth step is one of the steps you take as you're trying to rehab yourself.
All right. And then this other movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. You guys are going to start
I
shooting it.
can't tell you. I can't tell you anything more about that one because
Okay.
some other people probably talk too much
That's okay.
already.
Well,
But I finished filming with him later.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it. Well, that's why. So you'll finish filming that later, and then when you can tell us some more, tell me
I'll come
you'll
back
come
on and
back.
do.
You know how we
Yes,
do it.
sir.
It's family. All right. Listen, I am. Thank you, man. Just thank you for
Oh, it's my
everything.
pleasure.
Thank
And
you.
congratulations on 5 wonderful years. You keep talking, man, because you a voice for the voiceless. All right.
Well, listen, I need to do a table read. So I told you.
You would do well. You would do well. You got to give for gab, man.
Listen, I told you. So we talked a couple days ago, and I told you I did this straight to DVD. This is like a real rough cut that I shot in Memphis. Shout out to this brother Samuel Dixon, who is the
Okay.
brother with the hat on.
Get out of here.
Nephew right there, hanging with the big boys.
See there. All they gotta do is just let you in the
Come
door.
on,
You're gonna
man.
kick it open. You're gonna kick it open.
This was 2005, right before I left Memphis, and I came here and I didn't hear from him any. I don't know what happened, but
You'd be a great actor. You would be, because you have it naturally. You're not afraid of camera, and that's 50% of it, not being afraid of camera.
Yeah. Well,
Because it's different.
I'm ready to do the table read, man, and your tour. If tell the promoter if they're looking for the not the king of MCs to holler at your nephew. I know you already put a bug in their ear. So, hey, listen, R&B legend, icon, actor, businessman, husband, father, and just a good dude. and I have the honor to affectionately refer to this brother as Uncle Larry Dodson. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you, man. And
God bless you, my friend.
God bless you. May God continue to bless and have favor on you and your family. And I know we will talk soon. Thank you, man.
I'll be back to talk more about what's going on in my world. How
All
about
right.
that?
Thank you, Uncle.
God bless you. Bye
Okay.
bye.
That is such a good brother, man. God bless him. Larry Dodson, lead singer. The you know, one of the original lead singers. I always probably the most famous one. I know they have some other lead singers, but you know, I'm biased. But when the Barcades were the Barcades, that's your man right there. Larry Dodson. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life, everybody. God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Tell everybody to please subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. I am only about 55 new subscribers from becoming a YouTube partner. That means that YouTube, they'll be like, all right, G, basically, the show, my YouTube channel, my media company will start making money because YouTube will monetize this channel and my media company. It's so important that we financially support Black-owned media, including my media company. So you can also support my media company. First of all, let me say this, there's no amount that's too small or too large. So whatever financial support, whatever financial gift or blessing that you would like to make to support the show and my media company, I thank you in advance. I greatly appreciate it. No amount is too small or too large. If you got $5, you got $5 billion, and anything in between. So you can financially support this show and my media company two ways. Via Zelle, use my email address, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell Geno Jones Show. All one word, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. That's Geno Jones Show at Gmail. You can also financially support the Geno Jones Show and my media company via Cash App, $ Dad G Jones. That's all one word, all one word. $ Dad G Jones, capital D, lowercase a d, capital G, capital J, lowercase o n e s, $ Dad G Jones. All right. Shout out to Courtney Johnson, the Geno Jones Show, brought to you by Courtney Johnson, Kojo LLC. It's a real estate company. COJOLLC.com if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Carolinas. This is the place. She is the person to contact. 843-540-543. It's 843 area code 543-4022. 843 area code 543. That's 543-4022. Got that? All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Monday, the celebration continues. The 5-year anniversary celebration, the fifth birthday. We continue to celebrate the entire month of October. October 1st, the official celebration, the birthday of the Geno Jones Show. October 1st, 2020. So on October 1st, the show turned 5 years old. So we are having a 5-year anniversary celebration all month long. As a matter of fact, voice actor, legend, radio legend, Black Radio Hall of Fame of Rick Party, and Sean Dobie, one of the iconic legendary DJs and producers here in the Carolinas, who are very instrumental in supporting the Geno Jones Show. They both will be my guests on Monday. And so we got a big week. As a matter of fact, we're going to have members, the publisher members of the Black Voice newspaper on Tuesday. It is the Black newspaper of record here in Charleston, South Carolina. They'll be on Tuesday. Courtney's Corner on Wednesday. And we got a new feature coming on next Thursday with Dr. Zakivia Lewis. And she got a middle name in there too. So next week is going to be an amazing week. All right, listen, I want to thank everybody for watching me live. And for those who didn't watch or not, just watching me, I don't know, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning, whenever. All weekend long, I'll make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend. If you missed any of this episode, any of the conversation I just had with the iconic, legendary lead singer of the Barcades, Larry Dodson, who went solo, doing a solo career and acting on top of it, and huge tour, the Masters of Funk tour. It's going to kick off in February in Dallas and then Mobile, Alabama, and going all across America. So we'll tell you more about that. He'll come back and tell you more about that. So I just want to once again, thanks to Larry Dodson, AKA Unc. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching me live. I want to thank each and every one of you that is watching me whenever you are watching. Have a great weekend. Monday evening, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. The next live edition. But make it a Geno Jones Show binge watch weekend, like I said. We'll see you.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.